Well, hello everybody, here we are once again, some Guild Wars 2. As you can see, we are in the Mad Kings Labyrinth. The Halloween event is currently up and going, and this is just going to be a highlight on a build I like to run that is not engineer, that is an option for you Revenant players out there who have the Herald Specialization unlocked. So we're running Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. We're going for as much damage output as possible. So we're going middle, bottom, bottom on Invocation. We're going middle, top, middle on Devastation. And then we're going bottom, top, and top on Herald. So this build will provide us with a lot of quickness and a lot of damage output. And it has two really good options for how to get things done in the Labyrinth. Either ranged with the hammer, so you can get hits on things, or melee with the greatsword, so if you're trying to do things like soloing doors, right? Greatsword's great, because it's a greatsword. I see what I did there, not on purpose. So, I'm actually running full dragon stats for the extra HP, just in case the fights get a little intense, right? I like to have the extra hit points. I'm not too worried about the maybe 5% damage loss I have from it. Maybe it's higher than that, I don't know. But I'm running Dragon with Rune to the Dragon Hunter. Oh, looks like Steve is making a showing here. So, hello Steve. Yep, he's spotted me. I'm gonna get up in the air and let him go by. Thank you for giving me Torment. Appreciate that, Steve. But yeah, so Runes of the Dragon Hunter, which are Power Ferocity. And then we're running the hammer with Sigil of Force, extra damage, and Sigil of Air, just more extra damage. When you critically hit, there's a lot of critical hits with this build. And then same thing with the Greatsword, and then running Dragons and Berserkers here on the back end. I don't know why I have a Agony Resistance piece in here. And then I run the Relic of Zakharos just to help with keeping my health up in case the fights, like maybe I pull too much or something like that. And then I took it off, but normally I have the magic find bonus on this instead of... I was playing this in World vs. World, which is why this is like this. So yeah, so there's that. It's pretty straightforward. We'll go after some basic mobs here, right? So here's like melee. I'm not doing anything right now. This is just straight up attacks, right? So it does... I don't want to interrupt Thorn and Joko and Thorn.
Of Joko the Inevitable.
The inevitable? And what's so inevitable about you? Oh, is it the smell? Funny, because it's true.
Your sense of humor matches your taste in fashion. Decrepit and, quite frankly, a little overstated.
Joko the feared? How about Joko the weird?
Well, there we go. Got some time in with the boys. So we've got a door over here, right? And so I'm going to show you what I do for this, right? And while you're in... Oh, and I'm running Assassin Stance Shiro and Jalis Stance. Memory serves me correctly, this door opens up out here. Yep. So we're going to do Jalis, and literally we're just going to stay in melee range with everything because the... Oh, gosh, it's Steve. Hello, Steve. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to interrupt whatever you had going on there. My apologies. He's making a quick loop. Like, he's really not taking his time. But yeah, so we're going to stay in melee. And the beauty of the Jalis hammers is not only do they do substantial damage in PvE content, additionally, they heal, right? And so the cool thing about running the Jalis hammers in melee is that it's a great way to keep your health up and to stay in the fight. but also do substantial damage with something like the Greatsword. And that's pretty much my approach to any melee contest with this build. Now for ranged, I like to swap to hammer and go Shiro, and I'm going to activate the impossible odds. And the amount of extra damage it gets from the additional strikes, it just, like if you're running with a Zerg, right, it gives you bonus speed and does bonus damage, so you can kind of just plow through mobs, right? And so it's going to help you tab target quicker, as you can see with the hammer, so you can get additional strikes in, right? And then even if you're running Shiro and you run out of energy, right, under 10%, if I remember correctly with this build, it might not be this build, it's not, we swapped to this, we can still do the Chalice with the hammers, you just stay in combat for it, in melee range for it, right? But I do believe the Greatsword is just a better aesthetic. And if you're wondering how I got my character to look like this, I'm using a polyunsaturated infusion I got to drop, and it is the red one. You can see that right there on my back piece. It's the polysaturating reverberating infusion red with the Mistwalker infusion, and that gives us this really neat blue-red highlight effect, which I think really, really nails the look on the Revenant. Gives it that mist look. So yeah, it's no more difficult than that. It's pretty straightforward. So here's another door. We're in melee. Right, let's see where these guys are going to pop at. Right here, it's a big giant spider one. So we're just going to do this. Running either the hammers or impossible odds will get you the quickness from running the top third of Herald, which is elevated compassion, right? And that quickness is what's going to help with doing so much damage. And also, the more you strike, the more health you get back, right? So it's just a whole bunch of little win-wins all combined in together. It's just a really stout build. It's been around for a long time. I did not invent this build. This is a very basic version of like quickness Herald you might see for like a fractal build. If there's any differences, I don't know what they are because I don't really run builds off of websites unless it's something I specifically want to test, and then I always find myself changing them because of my playstyle, right? Which is a beautiful thing about Guild Wars 2 is there's a lot of unique aspects to it. So yeah, so finished my Halloween dailies. That was the whole point. Did some stuff in the clock tower earlier, so let's open these up and let's see what we get. Anything good? Anything good. I mean, I will always take the exotic essence deluxe. See, I've got over 1,000 in the bank. I'm gonna be using those for legendary crafting. Yeah, pretty standard fare. Got lots of candy corn. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Appreciate you all, and we'll see you next time. I'm pretty sure I covered everything on the build. I don't think I missed anything. Dwarf, assassin, greatsword, as well as the hammer. Running vengeful hammers and impossible odds to keep up the upkeep threshold to maintain the quickness. I'm not running, I don't think I'm running any constant boon duration at all, modifiers in any of my gear that I can recall. I just get that from Herald, if memory serves me correctly. Yep. Actually, it shows I have a whole bunch. Not really sure where that's coming from off the top of my head. It's probably some percentile thing. For each active boon you have. Okay. Bonus damage. It's broken. It's just so broke. It's so good. PvE. Just so good. Well, yeah, so that's pretty much what we're looking at, you know.
When do you go back?
Back where?
To the masticated carcass you called out of? I'm tired of your presence.
This is the most fun I've had since I was devoured by that self-righteous dragon mutt. I'm not going anywhere. We should get bug coffins. How would you feel if I erected a statue of, well, myself, right there in the middle of the labyrinth?
Yeah, these guys are fantastic. Should we do the race too? Might as well. Let's do the race. Thought I was going to end the video, but you know what? We're going to throw a little race in here. We're going to do it on the Warclaw. Here we go. Some bonus racing action. No, Steve, no! I do really enjoy the Labyrinth race. Oh gosh, turned the wrong way. I overthought it. I find that the, it's just a well plotted out race. It's not too difficult. I've even seen some people complete it with the roller beetle, which that just blows my mind. How people are so good on roller beetle. I find myself to be possibly one of the worst roller beetle racers out there, but I get a kick out of it. Always have mad respect for Lord. Oh, I'm sorry, Racer F's totally not Farron. And just so you know, I actually had a buddy of mine who started a race and they preempted the go and it kicked them out of the race. All you have to do is go back to the lunatic announcer and say, count me in, right? So I can run it a second time, right? And see how it restarts it. I wonder if it'll give me second place. I doubt it because I think the NPCs will finish before I even get close. But we can try running it twice. Never done a race twice in one, like, official race setting. Also, it marks on the mini-map where the next checkpoint is, so if you miss a checkpoint and you just can't seem to find it no matter where you're looking, just look at your mini-map. Steve, no! Steve is really on a rampage today. Got 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. Still the only person that's crossed the finish line. That seems hard to believe. There's just not a lot of people on today. I guess everybody's getting their time in at work before the expansion comes out. Oh my gosh, it gave me second place too. I didn't even know you could do that. Huh. I finished simultaneous first and second place. Well, not simultaneously, but that cracks me up. Wow, I didn't even know those could drop out of this. Huh. That's fantastic. Wow. It's a lot of luck. Well, that's where we're going to call this one. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Oops.